thanks for joining me on my market report. My name is Mike, and if you're new to my channel or my videos, well, we create videos on mortgage rates. We kind of get into what's impacting mortgage rates on a daily basis. Some of those factors could come from items like the economic calendar, it could come from headline news, geopolitical. Sometimes items like economic calendar will be good news for bonds, but however, the sentiment changes, and those good news is now bad news. So we kind of get into going ahead and providing that information to you as to let you know what's going on, and that way, if you're on the sidelines, you're kind of watching rates and wondering what's going on. We're here to try to explain that for you folks. So a little bit about myself is I'm a loan officer. I do work with a national lender, so we do loans in all 50 states. So if you're looking to refinance or purchase, we're here to help you guys out. We can assist you with those uh, tasks as well as answering questions. We could be used as a resource for anything we turn in regards to mortgage related items like got questions about mortgage programs available out there, rates. If you guys got questions about the process or anything, we're here to help you folks out here. So please feel free to reach out anytime, and we would love to be able to talk to you a little bit about how we can help you folks out. Without further ado, we do got kind of a rather light day for Friday. We got on the economic calendar here, we'll start off with the leading index. This kind of gives us projections of where the economy is at in the next 6 months. And for the month of this for the month of December, so November it was at 1.1% month over month. However, it was revised a little bit lower to 0.7%. Now, forecast is coming at 0.8%. It came in at forecast, so this is still looking pretty good. It's projections for kind of a nice increase in our economy over the next 6 months. So this is kind of a good gauge here. On the headline news side of things, so we got basically again same thing. We're basically getting the Q4 corporate earnings reports, and to be honest, a lot of them really don't are surprisingly coming in a bit lower. A lot of them aren't looking to it. Even Netflix is the news today, and highly disappointed with those numbers. So the stock market is kind of tanking a bit today. Well, that might be a little strong, but it's all in negative territory for the most part, and so it's kind of taking a skew. What investors are kind of waiting for is next week will be the FOMC meeting. It will start its meeting on Tuesday and then go ahead and give its announcement on Wednesday. We won't have the dot plot, but they will want to see any verbiage in there as to the change in the policies, or at least, the unexpected part was the trade or the balance sheet, and they'll probably want to look at more information, or at least hear more information into the Fed's plans on reducing its policy or balance sheet. If it's going to be more of a passive, or if it's going to be more aggressive, where they're going to be selling stuff up. And because there's the thought of selling up, we've been kind of going through this whole process of big sell-off on mortgage-backed securities, and of course, yields have been rising as a result. And that's been, of course, affecting the stock market, especially NASDAQ, where the growth stocks. You get high growth stocks, and they use a lot of debt. And when their debt is, their payment is going to be rising, that cuts into their profitability. And that's kind of where you're seeing a lot of the NASDAQ type of stocks are being affected, why that was adversely affected here. But for the most part, we're going to go ahead and jump ahead and take a look at what mortgage-backed securities are doing today, and they are showing some improvement. We've been kind of going fluctuating between like 13 basis points up to like 19 basis points here so far. Right now, we're currently at 16 basis points, so we're doing okay. But as you see these last 2 days, we started the day off much higher, like around 30 basis points. We'll end up coming about half of that. We end up being closing down. It subsides a bit over later in the day, and then about half that. But today we didn't start off that high. We're still in the range of 16 basis points. Here's you can see some volatility. You see up and then down, up and down. So we're seeing some volatility in this range here, and this is kind of what we have to kind of watch for going into next week. And it could be next week could be helpful. It could be also something that could hurt us too. It depends what the Fed says. All eyes and ears will be on the Fed next week. However, we also do got a number of other data that will be released next week as well, from GDP numbers to the PCE, which is the Fed's favorite gauge for inflation. And then we got some housing data coming out next week as well. So that could create some volatility as well. Take a look at the 10-year Treasury. We did bounce down below this level here, which helps us out, adds a little bit more less pressure on the mortgage-backed securities. So we're just hovering just under 1.76 right now, and we're testing this next level floor right now. So we'll see if we can break below that. Now, for a while there, if you see here that last week and a little bit of the week prior, we were kind of in this range here. So we'll kind of see if we break below into this range, if we could break below that again and come closer to the 25-day moving average. That will help us out tremendously in terms of our pricing for mortgage rates. But speaking of mortgage rates, yes, mortgage rates are showing some improvement today due to the better in the rise in mortgage-backed securities as well. So those are obviously good news for those who are refinancing or purchasing, who are watching rates and helping them up. So lastly, let's take a quick look at the average conforming loan limits rates, and these do have points built into them. So we'll start off with the 30-year fix, which is at 3.69% right now. And then we'll take a look at the 15-year, which is up at 2.95 now. Again, if you follow my videos, you'll know that there's no one-size-all. There's a lot of variables that go into pricing a rate. So if you're looking to get rate quotes, please feel free to reach out. We're here to help you guys out. We can certainly provide you rate quotes if you guys are looking to refinance or purchase. Again, we'd like to be able to help you folks out. We're pretty much wrapped up here today for these video. If you guys like these videos, please help us out and smash that like button, and also share us. We greatly appreciate that, getting us out there. We greatly appreciate that, any assistance. Again, if you guys have any questions about anything, we're here to help you guys out and answer any questions. Meanwhile, we thank you very much for you taking the time to watch our videos, and appreciate you appreciate that you guys do. And I will look forward to see you guys next week on Monday. You guys have a great weekend, and look forward to see you then. Take care. Bye-bye.